What's up? What's up? I was looking through copyright free music trying to find something to fit the stream, but it doesn't seem. I'm gonna have to do it some other time. Don't see anything that fits quite right. What is going on, y'all? Vardan, first one in here. Leo, what's up? Casey. Irma, what's up? What's up, Skirtle? Tanzim, Jeremy, Feggy, Ed. Ready for the bad news? What's up, Lawson, Gamer? We'll jump into the pricing in a bit. Yeah, we're trading sideways right now. I'm gonna just show you guys a possible scenario if we can't get over 42,000 over the weekend. Let me see if I can find some something good here. What's a good copyright free playlist? I don't even know. I've never looked at these. Let's see what this is. What in the world is that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out some other time. I don't know what in the world that is. What's up, Mehmet, Nick? Think, make decisions. What is going on, guys? I have a massive headache today. I've had a headache all day. I woke up. I went to sleep last night with a headache. I woke up with a headache. So today I'm not gonna be on for super long. Probably gonna do like an hour. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here. Let me post the link. I haven't even put it up. I put it up on Instagram. Let me put it up on Twitter. Let's make it dramatic. Bitcoin is at a crossroads. Could 28 could 28K be in the cards? Let's talk about it. All right, I posted it on Twitter. I'm gonna post it on my Discord And that's it. All right. Posted it on all my socials. Welcome to the first 30 people in here right now. Thank you guys for tuning in and deciding to spend your Thursday afternoon, morning, or evening with me. I don't know, it depends where you are. Jeremy, it's not necessarily bad news. It's just a possible scenario based on what I'm watching right now, what I'm looking at, where we are. It's just, another scenario that I want to just let you guys know so that you guys are prepared in the event that it does happen. What's going on, Daniel B? Leo said, you need some? What do I need? Try meditation when you sleep. Like, I meditate while I'm sleeping, or I meditate before sleeping? Because I don't know how to meditate while I'm sleeping already. That's like Super Saiyan level consciousness if you can do that. Ethereum back to 4,500 eventually. Sativa, not indica. Damn, everybody is recommending cannabis. Fernando, what's up? Tell Lewis to help you with that. Botaje, what's up? Casey. Prince. What are you talking about, Prince? I will also mention you in the game at end credits. What? Maria, how you doing? What is up? Maria's been blowing up the comments feed. I appreciate it. I notice you guys. Guys, I try to read all the comments that you guys leave on the videos. So if you guys ever have any questions or anything, drop it in the comment section on the videos. I try to get back. I try to get back to everybody, if possible. I might miss it sometimes and see it like later on, but overall, I try to get back to you guys. So let's take a look here at the market. Sorry if I'm a little bit more down than usual. It's not because of anything negative in the market. It's because I have a massive headache. I've had it since last night. I still have it this morning. So I'm a little bit more chill today, just drinking some water. But I wanted to make sure I at least did a live. I didn't want to, I didn't have time to put a video, so I was at least wanted to go live for a little bit. But all right, let's jump into this. Let's take a look at the crypto market cap right now. Over the last 24 hours, we're slightly up, but pretty much flat. And that's mostly from yesterday. I think today we've decreased. If you look over here on the daily, this is total market cap on the daily today. Let me get these out the way. On the daily, we've decreased today about 1.7%. It's not really that much, pretty much flat on the day. And I think that pretty much tells you where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin today is pretty much flat on the day as well. We've gone up as high as 40,450 and as low as 37,177. So that's a pretty big range, right? I think when the market opened, when the new daily candle opened yesterday, we had dropped down, and then overnight we went up. Let's see what else. Ethereum pretty much flat. everything I think is pretty much flat on the day. Let me see if anything pops out. Uniswap's up 10%. Chainlink up 8. Theta up 10. EOS up 17. Neo up 5. So nothing crazy. Shiba Inu, for those who love it so much, is down 7. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing, that stands out in the market here. If we go to the fear and greed index, you see that we're now at 27. We were as low as 10, I believe. So if you go to the 1 year, you can see that we went as low as 7. If you go the last month, these are some of the lowest levels we've seen in the fear and greed index. So it's been pretty crazy. As far as news, the main news that we got yesterday, we got some interesting news yesterday. I actually posted it on my Instagram account. If you guys follow me on Instagram, the first bit of news was that Apple is looking for someone with experience, with crypto experience. They posted a job listing yesterday looking for someone with crypto experience. So that opened up some, caught some attention, because that could lead to, for Apple, experimenting with cryptos. That would be huge. And then the next thing is that caught the headlines, that caught my eye, was this right here. Carl Icahn, billionaire and previous Bitcoin skeptic, now says that he wants to get into crypto in a big way. So when they asked him what does that mean to get into the crypto in a big way, he said that basically between $1 and $1.5 billion is how he would get. So you can see right here. I mean, a big way for us would be $1 billion, $1.5 billion. I'm not gonna say exactly how much. So so that's some bullish news. That was two different things there that were pretty bullish yesterday. Let's see is there anything else that apparently Tom Brady is speaking at the consensus. I wonder what he has to say. Maybe he'll say he's also buying $1 billion worth. Let's see. What? Evelina, what's up? Barat, what's up? Welcome back. You attend my lives more than you attend your online classes. That's funny. Tariq, what's up? Yeah, Gavin, I saw Link and Uniswap. Polygon has been it's been moving based on news lately, so I think it's down today. Yeah, so it's down. Where is it? It's down to that $2 range. I imagine $2 is gonna be somewhat of a support there. But its moves were based on news, really. You placed a bet saying it's going to 5K. You placed a bet saying that what's going to 5K. Sal, if you Did you use my link to sign up? If you use my link to sign up, then yeah, you can. I think they're still having. You have to confirm, but I think they're still having the $1,600 for free, up to $1,600, depending on your initial deposit. So if you use my referral link, then yeah, I think you can still get that. If you didn't, then I would say just create a new login with a new email. Tanzim, nah, there's nothing that I've seen in the news. You know, sometimes they just move up on their own. Her lead marketer for Shiba Inu. Yeah, guys. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Oh, Prince, that's not a good bet, man. It's not gonna go to 5K. What's up, Gary? Augustin, what's up? We're about to talk about Bitcoin right now. Singh, what's going on? Amir, what's up? Victor, what's up? Andy, USDT versus others. I don't think there's really any difference for me. So just use whichever one you prefer. No it doesn't make a difference to me. Ibrahim, what's going on? DJ, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Where's Paul at? Paul came in at the when I was signing off last time. No problem, Tanzim. Namaste from India. What's up, man? 300 Rivers, what's going on? Blaxican, I don't invest in those type of projects, man. Paul still sleeping? Well, I imagine it's early on the west coast. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. So if you look on the daily still looks pretty good, right? Let me move this out the way. So the daily here, you see that we had the falling wedge. You see the breakout out of the falling wedge, and now we're just kind of going sideways right now. And if you kind of zoom into that sideways motion, you see that it's a bull flag, right? Or it could be a symmetrical triangle. We've had the same thing happen here. You see, if you look over here, we had kind of the same move. We had a falling wedge, we had a breakout, we had sideways movement, and then we had a break to the upside. If you continue back to the previous falling wedge, the same thing, break up, sideways movement, and then move up. How many days did this take? Let's see. After the break up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 6th and 7th days when it took off. How about the previous one? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one on the 4th day it took off, and this one over here, break up, sideways movement, and then took off. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th day. So let's say the average is 5 days before we get the continuation up. If we kind of put that to where we're at right now, we would say this is the breakout 1, 2, 3. So we would say in about we have still 2 days, to potentially see a move, and that kind of coincides with this bull flag that we've kind of set up here. That 5th day would be the peak of this bull flag where we would expect either a break up, a breakout, or a breakdown, right? So now if you zoom in a bit, we're zooming into the 4-hour chart, you can see the movement a little bit more clearer. So you see that we have this resistance from up here. This is when we get rejected up here. And it's just kind of, we've had a few fake outs here. And you see that the main thing that's holding us back right now is that 40,000. Hold on, let me move this out the way. 40,000 range, right? We keep getting rejected at 40K right now. So you see that this one was higher and this is a little bit lower. So it's been grinding down. It's been pushing us down. So we're respecting this descending resistance, and we're also respecting the ascending support, right? So that's created this basically triangle here coming off a impulse move up. So what happens when there's a triangle coming off an impulse move up? That's a bull flag, right? So what do we expect here? Now we expect, if we go by the theory of bull flags, we expect eventually towards this area of the bull flag a pop to the upside, right? That's what we're hoping to get. Now the issue here is that at 40,000 and 42,000, there's a lot of resistance. So we have to get through basically the zone right here, which is not going to be easy. So you saw today we went up to about 40,500 and we got rejected again. Before we went up to about 40,900, we got rejected. So we got a breakthrough here, but as soon as we break this, we have 42K and we have to break through that as well to continue up. And that's going to be a whole zone there because remember, there's a Fibonacci level there as well. It's a previous all-time high. There's going to be a lot of short sellers there trying to short it. So we're going to face a lot of pressure here. That's why I'm saying if we can get above 42,000, we can expect a potential short squeeze scenario where we push the market back up, possibly up to $48,000. So that's the ideal scenario, right? Now, if we also, hold on, I can't see. If we grab this and we measure the bull flag, right? So we measure from the bottom of the move, let's say to the top, which is right around there. And we grab that and we put it here where the possible breakout would be. This actually takes us up almost to that 48,000 level. And actually, if you put this, instead of putting it where that green one started, if you put it all the way to the bottom and you stretch this out to the top, I think this will take us right to 48K. So let's say we break out here. This basically takes us to 48,000 exactly. So it depends where the breakout happens, but let's say if it happens at the peak of the triangle, 48,000 is basically the the price target for us here. So that would mean that this bull flag would lead to a breakout from the bull flag. It will break out of the 40,000 and 42K resistance zones, and just like I said, I believe a 42K breakout will lead us to 48,000. And now when I measured the pattern, it supports my theory. So so that's one scenario. That's the bullish case scenario. Now, of course, there's always a bearish case scenario in the event that we don't break to the upside and instead we break to the downside. So let's take a look at that one. So we'll leave that one green because that's the bullish one. And then now the bearish one would be, the bearish case would be that this is a symmetrical triangle, which can break. It's usually a 50-50 shot in the direction it's going to break. So because we're in a bull cycle, the probability is usually to the upside, right? It's always the probability of which way the pattern breaks is usually in the favor of the trend, of the overall trend. So obviously the overall trend is bullish, right? If you look at the overall trend here, we're still, even though we've had this massive drop, the overall trend is still to the upside. So keeping that in mind, that's why we gave you first the bullish case scenario. But you always have to be ready. Like I said yesterday, you got to be ready to be wrong. You got to be ready in the event that you're wrong and that it doesn't play out the way we want it to play out. So in the event that we're wrong, and instead of it being breaking out, we break down, then the way that we measure that move, we measure the bottom of the symmetrical triangle to the top of the symmetrical triangle. Hold on, I did it the wrong way. Let's do that again. We measure the top of the symmetrical triangle to the bottom of the triangle. We get this here and we put it to where the potential breakdown would be. So we put it kind of more or less in the same area where the breakdown would be. That leads us to about 32,000 if it's at the peak. If it happens sooner, that could lead us down as low as $31,000 to $30,000 basically. So that's the bearish case scenario. So now where we got $28,000 from is because if, let's say for any reason, since we've already tested 30K twice, if it doesn't hold, the next support is 28K, which we got down here. Remember when we had this huge drop right here back in January? So that drop bottomed out at $28,000. So 28 is going to be, 30,000 to 28,000 should be a very strong support there. So we believe in the event that we saw a breakdown, that would be the bottom and the possible strong support to get us back out, to bounce us back. So that's why we're talking about 28,000 as a possibility right now in Bitcoin if we cannot break through 42K. So 42,000 is a very, very, very important level. We have to break above it. If we do not break above 42, that's when the bearish case scenario comes into play, and we can possibly drop down anywhere between 28,000 to 32,000. So that's basically what I'm watching right now and what the charts are showing me. So I just wanted to get that out to you guys as well. All right, guys. Now I haven't looked at the chat at all, so I'll take a look at the chat now. Tanzim, yeah, we have the options expiring tomorrow. So we should see tomorrow some volatility. All right, tomorrow we should see some volatility in the morning due to the options expirations. Now, the thing with the options expirations is that, remember, this month is a little bit different. So all these months here, when we had the options expirations, we still had a lot of puts down here. This month, because we dropped so hard earlier on than the rest of the months, it could play out a little bit different. There might not be as much sell pressure as there was before. So we got to see how it ends up working out tomorrow. It could play out a little bit different because this month's situation is a little bit different than last month's situation and all the previous months. So so most of the puts are already in the money. Most of the people that bet for Bitcoin to go down, they're in the money already. So if you put Bitcoin options expiry, let's see. So let's look at this right here. Bitcoin options market faces smallest expiry of the year, but it could still drive volatility. So you see that that as far as volume and the amount of money that's in it, it's the smallest of the year. That's because most people are already at the money, and they made money on the puts, so they probably closed out their positions in profit. And the max pain is $50,000. So that would mean that the price before tomorrow, the price would go up, right? In order to reach the max pain threshold, 50,000 is that number. Now, we almost never reach the max pain number, but there's usually a push towards a max pain. Now, what's different about last time is that this month, the max pain is above us, when all the other months, the max pain was below us. So it's an interesting and unique situation here. So that's something that we have to be aware of and be prepared, because we really don't know which way it's gonna go. If the max pain number was below us all the other months, and then we went up after the expiration, is it a possibility that now that the max pain number is above us, that we go down after the expiration? It's a possibility. So that's why it's so important right now for us to get above 42K. If we can't get above 42K, we might see selling pressure tomorrow and over the weekend that can push us down, and have this breakdown, have this bearish possibility, this bearish case scenario play out. So those are the few things that some of the things that we're watching right now. That's some of the things that you guys should also be paying attention to. Again, my bad that my energy is a little bit low today, guys. I have a massive migraine. But I wanted to make sure to at least do a stream for a little bit. Eon, thank you, man. You always come on here with the kind words. I appreciate it. Frederick, still working on it, man. Once it's ready, then I'll put out more details on it. As I'm still working on it. I've been working on it now for about 2 months. I'm still not putting out details because it's not, what I'm doing right now is not how it's going to be. So I'm not currently running my own Node or Python server though. Rivers is it's about a 50-50 shot right now. There's no way to really know. Feggy, I wouldn't say today. I think if we don't get 42K, at least if we can't stay above 40,000 tomorrow, then over the weekend we could possibly see some lower levels. So it's gonna be tricky because it's a unique situation that we haven't seen yet. So we don't have the history to go back and look at for when that happened. So just gotta wait and see. I think Bitcoin futures would make a lot of money quickly, or do you think it would be better to compete with stocks? I don't understand what your question is. What are you asking? For the bot, I have a specific developer like coding it. Right now, I'm testing the bot out on different platform right now, and then I have somebody recreating basically the bot so that it's unique, and that it's just mine. So there's many platforms that you can use bots on. Yeah, May 28th will be important for price for sure. Next week moon. I hope so, Maria. I hope you're right. Yeah, Carson, for sure. I think that the safest play right now, if you're looking for leverage trades, and if you're looking for short-term leverage trades, I wouldn't enter anything in Bitcoin until it's above $42,000. If it gets above 42,000, we can shoot up. So that's a good trade above 42. Under 42, it's just in a range. So it's not really good unless you're taking just small profits and you're entering at the right times. Um, so yeah, above 42K is where I'm looking for leveraged trades. In Ethereum, that number probably becomes around 3,000. But even then, you know, until we get above 42K, you know, we don't have a direction yet. We're just trying to figure out. Bitcoin doesn't know which way it wants to go yet. Prince, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what Coinbirds is, and I don't use Facebook, so no, you can't send me whatever that is. Ryan, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Ryan says, just want to say I've been following you and listening to you for a while now, and I deeply appreciate all that you do. I respect your hustle and the fact that you're so transparent. Thank you, Ryan, man. I really appreciate it. Um, and to be transparent today, I have a huge migraine, so that's why I'm so low energy right now. I'm like dealing with this migraine right now, but I wanted to make sure to at least come live for a little bit and talk to you guys, show you guys what I'm watching on the chart right now, and go from there. Um, Lita, anything like that, those are all going to be minor supports. So I mean, they're not strong enough to point out the exact support there, but it could be around there. If we look at this ascending triangle here. Yeah, around currently it's around 38K exactly here. Um in the next 3 hours, then that'll go up to about still around 38, then 38,200, 200, then it'll go up to like 38,300. Ethereum, Solar, what's up? Good to see you in here again. Ethereum has a bigger potential for ROI, as my target for Ethereum end of year is probably like, I mean, right now, honestly, they're both around the same, because you know, assuming that we're still in a bull cycle until the end of the year, my target would be for Ethereum would be 10,000, right? And we're currently sitting at almost 3,000. And my target for Bitcoin would be around 100,000, and we're currently sitting at around 38. So they're more or less, you know, the same. Ethereum does have a bit more upside potential as far as ROI if both of those targets are met. And this is, of course, this is assuming that we're still in the bull cycle. This is assuming that we go up from here. That would be, those would be my two targets for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, so Ethereum would have, you know, a small advantage as far as potential for the upside for ROI. XX, I think the first thing I would say is do not put your life savings on any short-term play ever. That's not investing at that point. That's gambling. So I would say to cut that out like real quick. If you want to make a play, then put, you know, out of your portfolio, put 5% risk max. 5% risk max should be your risk, like if you're playing short term. Other than that, yeah, man, that's never a good idea. I just gave you guys the two case scenarios. I don't follow the Wyckoff or Wyckoff, however you say it. I don't follow that. I know it all of a sudden it blew up and went viral. But yeah, I don't follow that. I think it's just coincidence. I called the drop from, you know, from the top, the head and shoulders drop. That was a head and shoulders drop. I called that. I didn't need a Wyckoff distribution pattern to be able to call that. And I have the same target of 32,000 in a bearish case scenario based off of the current price action if we fell to the downside. I don't need Wyckoff distribution to tell me that. You could just see that it's in the chart right here. Like you could just see that without going into all that. So I think that's all overcomplicating something that doesn't need to be that complicated. Evan Sean, that's definitely a possible play. As long as you keep a stop loss and you know when you're going out. So if you try to short it at 41,900, make sure that you're closing out if it goes above 42 and opening up a new position. And you can play both sides of the coin. Yeah, I have a Facebook link, man, but I really don't use Facebook. I don't think anyone, you know, under 30 uses Facebook anymore. I have one, but I don't log in. I don't look at it ever. Marky Mark, what's up? Yeah, guys, we have 113 people here. What's up, guys? Make sure to smash that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. We're on the way to hit 10,000 subscribers within the next probably week or two. So guys, make sure to smash the like button. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you missed it, if you just got into the in here, we just went over the charts, what I'm seeing right now in both bullish case scenario, which my target would be 48,000, and bearish case scenario, which my target would be between $32,000 to $28,000. Martin, I believe they're both important. Price and hash rate. Give a shout out for Jay. Awesome channel. Thank you, Barat. Appreciate it. Feggy, I got too much to do to go to sleep. I drank coffee and I took I didn't take ibuprofen. I took acetaminophen. So I did coffee and acetaminophen. That is my cocktail for migraines usually. Caffeine and acetaminophen. My special cocktail. Yeah, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think once I have lunch, I'm gonna have lunch in a few. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna have some lunch, and I should be better after that. No problem, Feggy. Ken, thank you so much. Ken is new to the channel. Everybody, welcome him to the family. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Yo, MexCrypt, don't you're just saying random stuff, man. What are you talking about? Sultan, that's awesome, dude. You've almost doubled your investment since you started following the channel. That's amazing. Yeah, but if you zoom out, you also see a falling wedge pattern. Falling wedge pattern is a reversal pattern. Declining volume is a reversal signal. Long wicks to the downside is a sign of exhaustion on the move down. Oversold RSIs, it's you know, it needs to breathe. We have a current breakout out of that falling wedge and a possible bull flag here. So I mean, this could still go either breakout or break down, which is why we're giving you both case scenarios so that you guys are prepared for regardless of the move. I don't have a bias in any direction. Well, my bias is to the upside because of the patterns that are showing up right now. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going up. It means we have an opportunity to go down and retest this bottom, possibly between 28,000 to 32,000. I definitely do not agree with 25,000. I think there's way too many buyers for us to continue going that low, I think, in my opinion, of course. I think May's been very bloody already. June could be maybe a sideways month, possibly. But again, if we get stuck below 42K, we could either one, go sideways for the next month, or two, we could see this bearish case scenario play out. And it's hard to know, it's hard to know which way it's gonna go. So we just gotta wait at this point to see what happens tomorrow with options expiring. And see, once we get to the peak of this triangle, which way we break. And that'll pretty much tell us at that point what to expect. So that's why I'm saying by the 29th, which is Saturday, that's when we'll probably know. And then Sunday, once the market's open, it could accelerate things in either direction. So we just got to see. Nicholas, what's up? Frederick, right now, BNB is gonna be following. Is gonna follow Bitcoin. Wherever Bitcoin goes, is gonna follow. So if Bitcoin breaks down, then the entire market is gonna break down. Ethereum to reach 10K before Bit 100K. There's no way to know that, man. Jim, if you want more info on that, you can check it out. The link is in the description. So if you go to the description, we have the link there, and there's all the information there that you have. Yes, we do have a trade room now. When would Doge hit $1? I have no idea. No problem, Sean. James, the probabilities. So there's a couple different things into play. If you're only looking at this as a symmetrical triangle, the probability on a symmetrical triangle are 50-50, right? But however, when there's a symmetrical triangle, one thing that comes into play that you have to take into account when making a decision based on probability is that it usually breaks in the favor of the trend, of the overall trend. So if you look at the overall trend, we're still trending up. So it's still a bullish trend. So that gives a slight favor for the probability of the price to break up. However, in the short term, the trend has been down. But in the extreme short term, in the last few days, in the last, I would say, week? Less than a week, the last like 5 days, the trend's been back up, right? So we have a bull flag the last like 5 days or so. So that's a continuation pattern that usually the probability says that it will break to the upside. It will continue up. So those are the numbers that we're looking at currently when trying to figure out which way this is going to go. So if you're looking for a trade, it needs to the reason I don't want to I'm not entering anything for short term at 40,000 because there's too many fake outs. So I'm not entering anything at 40. 42,000 is going to be the safest bet. If the price goes above 42, then that's a convincing breakout, and you could take a trade there. Because on a break above 42, we can expect to see 48. That's my target is going to be up here in the $48,000 to $50,000 range, right? If we get above 48, we're hitting 50, like for sure. The next stop is really 52. So if we break above 42, I'm expecting 48. If we break above 48, I'm expecting 52. That's what we're currently looking at. Now, if we break down, even though all of these are small supports, they're all minor. If we break down from here, we could potentially see anywhere between $28,000 to $32,000. So it just depends. We don't know which way it's going yet. Frederick, if we fall down to 30, which way is it gonna go? We don't know. It might just be a retest before it bounces back up again. So it's hard to say. We'd have to reassess in the event we got back down there. So I don't like to really try to make predictions. I just try to see what the price and what the chart's currently telling me and go from there. And then once there's a impulse move in either direction, then we reassess the situation. So I'm giving you guys the two scenarios here. Once we either break out or break down, then we can reassess the situation and form a new model from there, really, right? A new prediction. Feggy, that is a rude question. How dare you? What do you mean you're scared of using stop loss due to the rebound? How do you avoid that? What do you mean, Nicholas? As far as being scared? No problem, Salar. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you subscribing and being here. Guys, we're at 49 likes. Can we get 51 more likes to hit 100 for the day? 100 for the stream? We're currently at 49. We have 130 people in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like. And if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. Remember, guys, we're doing a giveaway tomorrow. Let me remind you guys how to win the giveaway. So I think tomorrow's giveaway, we're going to give away $100 in Bitcoin. So how to win the giveaway? All you got to do, leave a comment in every video this week. Tomorrow, we're going to choose randomly one of the videos from the week, and we're going to pick a winner who left a comment on there. The comment has to be about the video, okay? Has to be relevant. Don't just comment like, hey, I want to win $100. So make sure to tune in for that. Also, we have a giveaway currently on here on Instagram. The giveaway is we're giving away 2 nano ledgers. Here are the instructions on how to win the that giveaway. We will also be picking a winner tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, guys. We're going to be picking a winner tomorrow for that. And next week, we're going to do one more for this one. And for the YouTube giveaways, I think we're going to start doing them every single week. So make sure you guys are liking the videos. Make sure you're watching the videos and leaving comments on the videos. All right, guys. I'm going all the way to the bottom of the chat because I'm like way behind. Pay attention on Ethereum chart. Well, the thing is, the Ethereum chart doesn't matter. I don't make decisions based on Ethereum chart because Bitcoin is what moves the Ethereum chart for the most part. So if Bitcoin goes up or down, Ethereum chart's following. So I don't really care what the Ethereum chart looks like. I'm not looking at any altcoin charts. The only chart I'm watching is Bitcoin right now. James, awesome. Thank you, man. What's up, Johnny Crypto? Good to see you in here again. Camino, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. I try to keep it as transparent as possible, and really all I try to do is read what the chart says. You know what I mean? Uh, Cheetah, I'm still bullish, but there are concerns. If we can't get above 42K, there's definitely concerns. FaZe, what's going on? Leo, what's up? You just bought some more? Yes, smash the like button, guys. We need 40 more likes. Yeah, Nicholas, but that's part of the game, right? The stop loss is just saving you from a bigger loss. So it's okay to take small losses. And then when the trade finally hits, it should cover all your small losses. The thing is, if you don't use a stop loss, what could have been just a small loss turns into a big loss. So now you're gonna have big losses. You want to avoid big losses. That's the whole idea of stop losses. Minimal losses, they're fine. Take small losses, it's okay. When you hit a winner, it's gonna cover all those small losses. So even if you stop out, you know, 2, 3, 4 times out of the same trade, when you hit the trade, then it should make up for all of that. Even if it's just break even, that's fine. As all the trades that you enter in the long term, when you're looking at when you're thinking in large numbers, you have to always think in, you have to follow the law of large numbers. So when you're following the law of large numbers, all the trades are not going to stop out that many times. You know what I mean? So even if you stop out 3 or 4 times on a trade and then you hit it, that's fine. Like even if you just break even, or maybe overall it's a small loss, it's fine. Continue to do it. You have to have the discipline to continue to do it, because all the trades aren't, that it's not going to happen on all the trades. So when I'm talking about the law of large numbers, think about flipping a quarter. What do you think is the probability of a quarter flip being heads or tails? You know, it's 50-50, right? Regardless, even if you flip it, if you flip the quarter 4 times and 3 out of the 4 times it comes out tails, does that mean that tails is that the probability of it being tails is 75% always? No. If you do that now over a large like let's say from flipping it 4 times, now you flip it 100 times. Now you're gonna get closer to 50%. If you go from 100 times, 100 flips to 1,000 flips, now it's gonna be right around that 50%. If you go to 100,000 flips, the more you do it, the more it's gonna prove to be 50-50. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the logic you have to think about when you're trading and using stop losses. You want to always be minimizing your stop outs and maximizing your gains, right? So you want to minimize your losing trades. You want to minimize it when you're wrong. You want to maximize it when you're right. So that's the whole idea, and that's how in the long term, over the long term, you're going to be a profitable trader, is by being disciplined enough to be able to do that, because you're not always going to be stopping out on these trades, you know? Mex Crypt, the thing with, I don't trade based on a bunch of indicators. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They tend to rely too much on indicators. I like my charts a lot more naked. I like them a lot easier, a lot simpler, because at the end of the day, all indicators do is tell you what's happened, you know, back here. It doesn't tell you what's happening right now. It doesn't tell you what's going to happen in the future. The indicator is indicators lag, so they're behind. So I don't make decisions based on indicators, regardless of what the indicator is. Now, what I do use indicators for is for confirmations. If I see something and I want to see if there's any confluence, with the indicators that are lagging behind, I'll check them out and I'll pull them up, and I'll be like, okay, this goes with my theory. You know what I mean? But overall, I don't dive in deep into indicators. I don't use a lot of indicators. I just trade the price action. I like to trade the present, because indicators can't tell you the future or the present. They just tell you what's happened behind, is what's happened back here. So if you're looking at indicators right now, all indicators are going to be bearish, of course, because look at this. Look at this drop. When this happens, all indicators are going to point bearish. So of course, any indicator you pull up right now is going to say, is going to give you a bearish signal. That's why you can't just rely on indicators. You gotta look at price action. You gotta look at what's going on in the moment. You gotta look at a bunch of things. You can't just look at lagging indicators. Again, this is my personal opinion. If you do well on the indicators you use, then more power to you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I understand and I see your perspective. I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything. I'm saying how I prefer to trade, and from my perspective, and how I've seen the most success for me personally over the last 5-6 years that I've been trading professionally full time. So this is just how I prefer to trade. Remember, all traders are different. They have different perspectives, and they could have success with different perspectives. There's people that are successful just being bearish all the time for Bitcoin. There's people that are successful just being bullish all the time. I try to see both sides of it. There's the same thing. There's traders that are successful with indicators. There's traders that are successful without indicators. So there's no one way to trade. That's what I love about trading. There could be so many different perspectives. My thing is to be open to both perspectives, to be open to both bullish and bearish case scenarios, to try to see both plays and try to make money on whether I'm right or wrong. That's how you make the most money. The most money is if you can get out of your own way, out of your own opinion, and still make money whether you're right or wrong. So that's when you maximize the amount of money you can make. And that's basically what I aim for always. Alfredo, if you think we're in a downtrend, you have to zoom out. Mohammed, probably over the weekend, between Friday and Sunday. No news, no thoughts on the Apple news. I mean, the thoughts are, it'll be bullish. If that happens, it would be obviously very bullish. Jimmy J, the volatility is the price that you pay to outperform an index fund. You know what I mean? If the volatility scares you, then just stay out of this market. You could just put your money in the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ and, get a yearly average return of, 10% or so. And you don't have to worry about volatility. Now, if you want to outperform an index fund, then you have to, it doesn't come without volatility. So that's basically, the volatility is the price that you're paying to outperform the S&P 500 or any other index fund by 10x or more, Partition the stop loss in 3 parts? Nah, I just say just use one stop loss. Yeah, Fred, that's what I spoke about that on in the beginning of this video. As far as the option expirations, beginning of the video, I said that if you look here, see, I already have this pulled up. That this is the smallest expirations of the year, so this is going to be the lowest volume, and that the max pain price is at 50. It's above us. The max pain, see, it's above us. When in the last 6 months it's been below us. So it's a possibility that we might see the opposite from what we've seen in the last 6 months, because it's a unique situation right now. So maybe instead of a big price bounce every time the max pain price has been under us, maybe we could see a drop instead. So that's definitely something that has to be taken into consideration. But again, this is the smallest amount of expirations that we've had, the smallest amount of open interest. So it might not affect the market that bad. It might not be as big. The volatility might not be as big as the previous months. So yeah. Why is it a 70%? Why is it a 70 to 30 to the downside? All right, guys, I am about to hop off. I'm gonna have to hop off for I'm gonna have to hop off. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I have a meeting as well at 3. So I appreciate you guys. We're up to 161 people in here right now and 73 likes. Guys, please make sure to smash the like button. Let's get it up to 100 likes. Remember, in conclusion, remember that the main things that we're looking at today in the next couple days, we have to see if we can get above 42,000. If we cannot get above 42,000, there is a potential for a breakdown. If we break down that target, the case scenario for a breakdown, we're looking between 28,000 to 32,000. If we break up, the potential for that will be, if we get above 42, the potential for that is going to be 48,000. So those are the two case scenarios we're currently watching right now. We have to see what happens tomorrow morning when we get the options expiration contracts. So I might be back later on. I'm not sure yet. Or I might just get this video and cut it up into some pieces and post the most valuable parts of it later on today. So if you have any questions, make sure to drop it in the comments. Remember that we have the giveaway tomorrow as well. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and someone's at the front door. Someone's at the front door. And I forgot what I was saying. And that's basically it. We'll do a giveaway tomorrow. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If it's your first time, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm out for now. Might be back on later on. I will let you guys know on my social medias. Remember to follow us on Instagram, bitcoin.daily, for day-to-day updates. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.